What the crack? Mermaid Types here in my new, this is the part where I forget what I'm saying, and welcome to Mermaid. For those of you following my channel or following my life, you know that I have been in search for the perfect mermaid apartment, and folks, I believe I have found it. We are here. I have been unloading, how do I go about this? In the most succinct way possible. The apartment that I found is in a different state. So it's taking a giant, I don't know, a leap of faith and some courage and stuff that I probably don't have. But to come here and do the thing, so we're coming here and we're doing the thing. And I've been unloading my stuff for a couple hours or something now, so I figured I'd sit and take a break. But it is worth noting why this is so important to me and to my journey and to my channel and to the creation of my mermaiding career, so to speak, or whatever it is that this mermaiding thing, whatever I'm building here. Why does it start with the apartment? Obviously, you need a home base before you do anything else. And growing up, I lived in a lot of different places, and it was never as traumatic as I've heard a lot of other people who've had to grow up moving to a lot of different places. And this is because my mom, I have a wonderful family and a beautiful net of support there. But my mom always made sure that no matter where we moved, she would make it homey for us. She would make it our safe place. And so she made it into a process that we could all kind of glom onto, and between my sisters and I, we all put that forth into our lives. And I'm sorry, the words. We've all found ways to implement that into how we structure building our safe space, right? So it is the goal to build a mermaid apartment, of course, for many reasons, but I think part of the process is that you first, when scoping out the first part of the process is that when you're scoping out apartments, you kind of go through and you visualize. She's very much into interior decorating, so you visualize what you could do with the space, how you could theme it, how you could paint it. You go into a place not seeing what it is, but seeing its potential. And this was a huge lesson for me growing up, just in any situation or creative mindset of how you can take a thing and build upon its potential. And so that's essential in building not only a life in a different state, but a different state of life, right? So with that in mind, I looked for many places in Washington State and then many places in Oregon, and I found a place in Oregon. We'll go into the reasons for that at another time, but I found a place in Oregon that I really, really, really liked and that I saw the potential in. And so I'm so lucky that I got it and got the keys today. And so I'm sitting here in this beautiful, it's a studio apartment, but it is also the first apartment that I've ever lived on on my own. So it's a big step, and making it homey, making it safe, and making it mermaid friendly is going to be task number one in my mermaiding adventures. So I'm going to show you guys precisely what we're working with, and I've been working the last couple of weeks to psych myself into it, because obviously moving states and lives and lifestyles and what have you is terrifying. It can be very scary. Some of you may know about my anxiety, and so it was really giving me a what for until I started getting some of my stuff in here and realizing that this is a good move and this is the next step, and this has the potential to be really good, and I want you guys to share this with me. So if you would like, come with me and I'll show you this apartment, and if you would not like, then you are on YouTube and you can watch anything you freaking want. So let's go through the tour here. I'm not gonna release the name of the apartments or the number or anything, of course, for safety reasons, but I do want you guys to see this new space, and a lot of the videos coming forth in the next few weeks and or few months are going to be related to transforming this base apartment into a Pinterest-ready mermaid, my Selkie Sea Wife apartment, guys. This is what we're doing. So the transformation is going to include several DIY projects, include painting and stressing furniture, creating resin molds and new resin pieces for a kitchen set that I have, and the rest. So let's go. Let's see what we got. We are sitting. We are sitting here at the door, and I'm just gonna give kind of an overall sweep. It's a studio, so I don't know how much this camera is going to pick up. All the other photos I've seen have kind of distorted, and so it's a small space, but it's perfect. It's gonna be just fine. Beautiful hardwood floors. It's nice big windows where we're gonna have the nice cottagey garden. Dining area where I have a little dining room table. I get a dining room table, guys. And the kitchen, which is one of my favorite features of this apartment. You've got these beautiful cabinets. And this over here, which is for an old-fashioned phone, but I'm totally gonna put sage and incense and candles there. And it's in the apartment lease, apparently, that I'm not supposed to burn sage or candles, but I may or may not have been told that, well, Mama don't hurt her. So, let's look at this beautiful kitchen. I love the tile floors, the tile countertops. Oh my heavens. And it's something about this like old-fashioned galley style, I don't know if this used to be an icebox, but it is now cabinetry, and I think it is so stylish. Cute little like mini stove here. Look at that. Oh, it's so tiny. It's so cute. And it's not a mini fridge, but it's not a full-size fridge. And I got my not V8 in there. A little window. And I've gotten these beautiful shell curtains for these windows at Home Goods. And upon further inspection, they're not even close to being the right size, but it'll offer some privacy. I'm not a fan of having blinds. I think they get dirty and they're a lot of work in maintenance, so I don't prefer having the blinds, and I like being able to clean the windows here. But a nice big, I hesitate to say archway, but what have you here. And I'm going to show you guys this like second favorite part of this beautiful thing. All right, wait. So I recorded that part, and then it's for whatever reason this stopped recording. So I'm gonna show you again, but probably less enthusiastically because I just bloody told you about it. You'll never know. But this is the bathroom. It's nice, beautiful, all tile. I love the tile on the ground. I bought this, this is one of the, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Trying to control the camera on this tablet is bizarre, but it is a beautiful, I'm gonna have like a Hollywood themed, bathroom, more or less. Hollywood Mermaid. Of course, everything is going to be Mermaid, right? But it's going to be pink and metals and nouveau and lovely. But this is my favorite feature in the... but this is arguably my favorite feature in the apartment, you close the bathroom door and you have this full-length mirror. And what do we see in that full-length mirror? A built-in wardrobe hallway, right? So we've got a built-in dresser, which is going to house clothing, but also creative art supplies, all that good stuff. I don't know if you can see a giant built-in wardrobe. And I'm gonna put like some sort of snowscape back there, so you open it up and it's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Cause I have a whole plan for this area, right? The plan is, because you can see there's quite a bit of floor space here and this nice full-length mirror, so I'm gonna have over here all my mermaiding and workout supplies here. Probably my ballet bar right here, which is like a clothing rack that I'm going to use as a ballet bar. But you have enough room for a yoga mat, and this is gonna be my little workout area. And I got the full-length mirror for the ballet and the yoga, and I'll have plenty of space for all my mermaid stuff. And the only regrettable thing I'm gonna have to make another DIY project is that the initial apartment that I looked at that was similar to this one, but this apartment came up available later, so I thought I had a better chance of getting this apartment, and admittedly I liked the tile in the bathroom and the kitchen better. But I didn't realize that it didn't have this feature. This next feature is that all of everything above these doors in the wardrobe area had bookshelves on it, and I had plenty of space for all of my books. So that's gonna have to be a thing that we build, and I still think that that's a magnificent place for books, right? But it's gonna make this kind of like a fairy tale cove. You know, I've got books there, the wardrobe there, the magical wardrobe, right? And then all mermaid stuff here, and then like yoga and spiritual, and so it's gonna be really, really awesome. And you come out here, and I have to find a place for my fruit trees and all my plants. I don't have a balcony here, but we will make do, and it'll be beautiful. And then over here in the corner is where my bed is going to be. Well, that stuff is, right? And I'm gonna, my aunt gave me money to get an actual mattress, so I'm gonna have a real bed, guys. Those of you who've seen my videos know this is a big deal. So I'm gonna have a real bed, and I don't know if you can see that mosquito netting down there. I'm gonna have a princess canopy. I'm 34. I'm gonna have that shit. Because don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do in this life, right? So it's going to be in this corner here, princess bed, but it's gonna be, the whole theme, right, is the sulky sea wife apartment. So it's gonna be like kind of an old Celtic style cottage, seaside, something or other. But I found an old headboard that I'm going to stress and paint. That's another DIY project, but I'm gonna have the headboard and then a table as a footboard, which I'm also gonna paint the same color, and have the canopy draped over that, so that there's no way I'm gonna mess that shit up if I don't. So I'm gonna drape it over something that I'm not going to knock over in my sleep, and that's gonna be a good thing. But I am so excited, and so this is going to be an ongoing thing, obviously, as I get situated and as I figure out a time to actually move the stuff. I don't know if it's going to be best to stress and paint the stuff before getting it in on the hardwood floors, or if it's probably gonna damage the paint trying to move it directly after doing it. So I'm not entirely sure. I did find out that there's a caveat here where you need to have 75% of these hardwood floors covered by rugs and carpets, which I didn't know until like at the lease, like the finalized lease signing. I had signed all the pre-lease stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll do a consultation, and you just have to sign this final paperwork. By the way, you can't burn candles or incense. You have to cover all the hardwood floors. I'm like, wait a second. All right, fine. So I have to come up with some sort of carpeting for most of it. We're not going to calculate how much 75% actually is. And I straight up told him that I wasn't going to obey the candles and incense laws or rules, and he, if it's going to happen. So I'm terribly excited though, and hope you guys will join me for these DIY projects, and so that it can give you inspiration on how to mermaidify your living situation and try and make the most magic out of what you can afford. So thank you for joining me on the first step to this big and magical journey, and I hope that you'll keep watching these videos and see exactly what we can come up with. Thank you again, Aslan.